Okay, parents, so let's go ahead and get started on week 1, day 1 of reading language arts. I will go to page 13 now. 13. Day 1, phonics. Caregiver, that's you, parents. You're going to lead 2 literacy skill building activities. So the first one is phonological awareness activity. Find specific sounds, page 46. So let's turn to page 46. And it said to choose one from here. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the activity, match the first sound. So what this means is that we're gonna isolate beginning sounds. We're gonna help your child identify the beginning sounds in words, sort and match pictures and words according to beginning sound. Ask your child to figure out which picture or word doesn't belong because it has a different beginning sound. Example, bag, 9, beach, and bike. Sing the television jingle. One of these things is not like the others. Have your child sort snack foods by their beginning sounds. Examples, raisins on one plate, carrots on another. Okay, so I'm gonna write the word bag. B-A-G. Next word that was on the example was 9. Ready? Nine. Next one, beach. B-E-A-C-H. And last one is bike. B-I-K. So let me start by saying the first word. Bag. B. 9. What's that first sound you hear? Beach. B. B. Makes what sound? B makes what sound? B. So by looking at it and by hearing it, which word doesn't belong? Is it bag, 9, beach, or bike? There's one word in here that does not belong. Bag starts with what? B. 9 starts with Beach starts with B. Bike starts with B. So all of these, except 9, start with the sound B. That's letter B. Okay, parents, we finished this activity, so I'm gonna put a check mark. So now we're gonna do page 49, beginning sounds. Let's go to page 49. There we go. And it's saying to choose one from here, so I'm gonna do this beginning sounds. So what we're gonna target is beginning sound isolation, individual letter sounds. You're gonna say, let's think of some words that start with the same sound. I'll say the first ones, and we'll see if you can think of a color word that starts with the same sound. Say pig, penguin, porcupine. Ask your child to repeat your words before supplying another one. Then ask, what sound do these words start with? Your child should say the sound P. You may have to exaggerate the beginning sounds until your child gets the idea. Then ask, what is the color word that begins with the same sound? And they should say pink or purple. Then you can repeat with other beginning sounds. So parents, I'm gonna model for you. Pig, porcupine, penguin. What sound do these words start with? Think about it. Pig, penguin, porcupine. What sound is that? P, p. That's right. What color starts with the sound P? Purple or pink? That's right. And we are done with that one. Let's move on to reading and writing. Choose. Student chooses a book from home or reads What Vibrates. Let's go ahead and read What Vibrates on page 53. Okay, parents, we just finished reading the book What Vibrates, so I'm gonna check it off. Now at home, I want you to ask the students to name a new fact that the student learned from the book and ask the students to draw and write about what was learned and encourage them to draw and write about more than one fact. That is all for today for day 1 of Reading Language Arts. So I'm going to check off day 1. Parents, you and the students will read what vibrates. Don't forget to ask questions like, what is something new you learned from the book? Also, discuss the vocabulary words, or ask your students to draw something they learned from the book. Now that you have finished reading the book, go ahead and reflect and ask the students to name a new fact the student learned from the book. And ask students to draw and write about what was learned and encourage them to draw and write about more than one fact. We are done with week 1, day 1 for Reading and Language Arts. Parents, we're moving on to math. So on the table of contents, you are going to look under math, week 1, and under week 1 it says page 29. Next to week 1 it says page 29. So that is where we will be going. Page 29. Okay, page 29. It says, caregiver reads Zern Topic A, Lesson 1, Word Problem, Lesson to Student. So it's on page 178, and it's going to help students understand how to answer the word problem. So a note for you parents, the word problem includes an answer and example of what student work should look like to solve the problem. So let's start off by going to page 178. Okay, I have found page 178. Lesson 1, problem, word problem, it should take 5 minutes. Okay, the word problem is John, Emma, and Alice each had 10 raisins. John ate 3 raisins, Emma ate 4 raisins, and Alice ate 5 raisins. How many raisins do they each have now? So you're going to write a number bond and a number sentence for each. The math word problem. So there's John. I'm going to write J for John. There is Emma. I'm going to write E for Emma. And there is Alice. A for Alice. So they each have 10 raisins. So my number bond is going to start with 10. So 10, 10, 10. So John ate 3 raisins. So I'm going to write 3 because he ate 3. Emma, she ate 4 raisins. And Alice ate 5 raisins. So what we are trying to find out is how many raisins do they each have now? So what you can do is, what number is missing here, here, and here in order for this part, whole. So I have a part, I have the whole, but I'm missing one part. So what you can do is 10 minus 3 equals 10 minus 4 equals, and 10 minus 5 equals. The problem is also asking you to write a number sentence. So it's gonna look like this. 10 minus 3 equals 7. 10 minus 4 equals 6. 10 minus 5 equals 5. And there is your word problem. And so we finished day 1, word problem 1. So I'm going to put a check mark there. Now the last thing before we finish for today is complete during topic A, lesson 1, problem sets on page 190. So let's go to 190. So you're going to read the math story to the students. You're going to make a simple math drawing with labels. Circle 10 and solve. Bill went to the store. He bought 1 apple, 9 bananas, and 6 pears. How many pieces of fruit did he buy in all? So I'm going to go ahead and let you parents work with the students using math strategies. Once we finish problem set, page 190. So I'm going to check off day 1 because we're done with math for day 1. See you tomorrow. Hey parents, last subject of the day is science and social studies. If you look next to week 1, you're going to go to page 37. So let me flip over to page 37. So day 1. Parents, you're going to read the engineering and design process background information to students. It is on page 290. So as you're reading this, you're going to talk to the students about engineering and design process. You're going to ask the students to look at their toothbrush and think about how does the design of the toothbrush, how can it be improved? You're going to ask the students to draw a picture of the improved toothbrush design and explain how the new design makes it better. So let's go to page 290. Parents, this is what you're going to read to the students today. Remember, you're going to ask questions along the way. I highly encourage you to watch this video after reading page 290 to the students. This video will help you to support the students about engineering and design process. It's designed to complement the lesson.
Check out the bird feeder, Moby. Oh no, this happened yesterday too. Squirrels keep stealing the food. Moby, we need to build something better. Time for some engineering. What is engineering? Engineering is the area of science and technology that explores designing, building, and improving things to solve problems. Engineers invent technology that can change the way we work or learn, and improve the way we live. They work together to create tools that help us gather information about our world. Engineers build vehicles that help us travel and find ways to keep us safer. They build homes and plan cities and improve how we use resources. Engineers collaborate or work together to investigate problems and explore different ways to solve them. A process is a set of steps you take to reach a goal. Engineers follow a process to solve a problem. How do you find and understand a problem? Think about the world around you. Is there anything that could be better or more useful? Is there something you can create to help someone? The problem is that squirrels keep eating all the food, so the birds don't get any. First, gather information about the problem. You can research online or at the library, ask a trusted expert, or make observations. Let's observe the squirrels in our bird feeder. You may want to take notes, draw pictures, take photos, or even record video or audio to gather information. So, the squirrels climbed down over the top of the bird feeder to get to the food. Now that we understand the problem, we can make a plan. How do you plan an engineering project? Start by brainstorming ways to solve the problem. Maybe if we lower the bird feeder, squirrels won't be able to climb down. Good idea. We can also cover the top of the bird feeder so squirrels can't reach the food. Sometimes you can use more than one idea to solve a problem. What should we use to cover the bird feeder? We can brainstorm different designs. A design is a plan for how something looks or works. Cool! We can use a plastic bowl to cover the bird feeder. Now it's time to make a plan to test our design. List all the steps of your plan and think about the materials you need to engineer your design. How do you test and improve your design? As you carry out your plan, observe and see if your design solves the problem. Take notes and collect data or information as you observe. Oh no, the squirrel got into the bird feeder again. Don't worry, Moby. Designs don't always work. The plastic bowl was a good idea, but it didn't work. We should use something that's hard for the squirrels to climb over. Wow, that's a great idea. A plastic bottle is slippery and has steep sides so the squirrels won't be able to climb over it. If your plan doesn't work, you can always brainstorm more ideas or improve your designs. You can move around throughout the process until you solve the problem. There's more than one way to solve a problem, so take your time and try out different ideas. What are you doing, Moby? You engineered a squirrel feeder?
Now that you have read page 290 and we watched the brain pot video and you asked the students to draw a picture of the improved toothbrush design and explain how the new design makes it better, we are done with day 1, week 1 of Science and Social Studies. See you next time.